Hi, welcome back. In this video, I am going to show how to make a kiss point between two triangle shade sails, but this time those triangles are not on the same plane. So I'm going to have one triangle that essentially slopes upwards and the other one slopes down, and so that kiss point needs to cross in between them in time and space. So if we go straight to our drawing here, you can see I've prepped it with 4 posts. This time I made each post be 10 feet tall. And I already put the edges in for our 2 triangle shade sails. And so you can see here as I rotate that our sort of right hand triangle has a high point of 10 feet on this post. And on this post, it has a low point of 7 feet. And then the other triangle, our sort of, I'm going to call it our left-hand triangle, has the opposite. So it has the low point on this post at 7 feet, and on this post, it has the high point at 10 feet. And so the concept to find where to place that kiss point is essentially the same. I'm going to use a guideline. So I'm going to take my pencil tool, and I'm going to start over here at my bottom point. I'm going to zoom in a little bit just so I'm not actually on the line of my sail. And I'm going to zoom out, and we're going to place that guideline at the top of this post over here. And so now, as I zoom out here and rotate around, you can see that I have this diagonal guideline that is going in the same direction as my sails. And so now all I have to do is find the middle point of that to attach my kiss point to. So I will go to my 2-point arc tool, and we'll start with this, I'm going to call it my left-hand sail. So remember, I got to zoom in a little bit here to make sure that I actually grab the correct endpoint for the sail, which is right here. This is why I make this little line to represent, you can represent a bow shackle or a turnbuckle with this line, but essentially this is my endpoint for my shade sail. So I'll click once here, zoom out, and so now on my guideline I need to find that middle point, and the program will help me highlight, there it is, with a little blue circle. So I will click once to close the arc, and then I have to tell the arc which direction to go in. If I'm not careful, it can go straight up or down or any kind of weird way. So we want it to go on the same plane as the existing triangle. So I'm going to hover over one of the arcs I already made, and we're going to tell it how deep. We want 8 inches in this case. And then we're going to continue on. So I have my end point now for my kiss point. Click once, and we're going to go over to the other end of the sail, which on this side is the high point. So again, I have to zoom in so I can make sure I'm on the right point. Click to close, hover over that existing arc that I already made, and 8 inches, and enter. And if I zoom out, we can see I have my my curved edges here. And so now I can basically easily do the same thing on the other side. And what's going to make it even easier is if I erase my guideline, because I have my kiss point hanging out right here. So I'm going to go back to my 2-point arc tool, and we're going to finish off the right hand triangle, and then we will use the soap skin to close both of those. So one, end point, click, hover over the arc for the right hand triangle, 8 inches, end point, zoom out, find the end here of my sail, close, hover over the arc, 8 inches, zoom out. So now we can see I have 2 triangles, but they didn't fill in, so I have to soap skin them. So remember, to soap skin, we have to select all sides of the triangle, and you're going to hold down the control key while you are selecting them so they're all blue. And we hit soap skin, and we hit enter, and then we have to go back and select it so that we can soften the edges and smooth everything out. Now we're going to do the same thing with this right hand triangle. Hold down control and soap skin, enter, select, soften edges, and now you can see we have kiss point in the middle of 2 sails that are on a separate plane. You can see all of my examples here. I have a high part twist, solid square shape. This is the first one I did with the kiss point in the middle, where essentially they're on the same plane. And those